In for the Night is a podcast that discusses movies, random topics, and gives you an excuse to just stay in for the night.
Come on, Lala. You're supposed to join. Come on, what are you doing over there? Licking your paw? All right, you got to take a shot. She's licking her paw. Does that count?
Great. Start the podcast off right. Take a shot.
Take a fucking shot. Hey, I'm drinking wine, so I'm drinking with you. So we're right
with
there.
With ice cubes.
Fuck yeah. I don't know. I just like my red wine. Unless it's like a really fancy one, then I can drink it warm. But like the cheaper ones, I need it cold.
I just need all drinks cold.
Yeah, because you're odd.
No, I'm not.
A little bit.
I'm Katie.
Why you sound sad?
I don't know. I'm being attacked.
You attacked me all day.
No, because you dawdle. You just like sit there and look at shit.
Are y'all hearing this?
Oh,
you hearing this attacking?
I don't know about y'all, but it's like a struggle because I'm just trying to get through the day, and he's just sitting there like looking at the sun. And
you see, you feel? Do y'all feel this attacking going on right now?
And just like,
and she said she felt attacked. So who's really being attacked?
I'm gaslighting you, so everybody's on my side.
Looks like I'm being attacked, and I am in pain. The funny thing is, I was just talking to my brother on my birthday, so 2 days ago. Oh, yeah, that's the thing. My birthday was 2 days ago. Yay, happy 37.
We recorded yesterday and said that.
That's fine. Happy 37. So I was talking to my brother on my birthday, and we were talking about, like, to get off subject for a long time, we were talking about, like, how we have knee problems and back problems, and, like, when we're younger, we just don't give a fuck. We just do whatever the hell we want to, and then when we get older, we feel it. Well, I played basketball on concrete when I was younger, like almost every single time I played, and now I'm feeling it. And so, like, the last time I played, which was 3 years ago, roughly, at fitness or the gym here, I got a really bad sharp pain in my left knee. And normally that happens. I like stop playing for like 10 minutes. It goes away. Well, that time it didn't, and it got worse. So I stopped playing. I haven't been on a basketball court since. Well, wifey and I went on a freaking drive down to Dallas. And ever since then, we've driven in a car before, and like my left knee will start. It's never my right knee, only my left knee. It will start hurting, but it'll be done by the time we get to wherever we're going, or we get out and walk around. It's fine. This fucking last time, it has not changed. Like my knee is.
But you don't have any physical activity in a day, like zero.
I have all the physical activity, babe. I work, and I'm constantly going upstairs. I am squatting up and down because I try to lift up things right.
Do you have knee brace? Don't smell that.
No. Well, I do have a knee brace here. I just need to probably start wearing it again.
Probably.
I need to find it. I think it's in the closet.
You
but
need
anyway,
to be physically active during the day because you only complain more about it when you're sitting around doing nothing.
No, it's when I'm sitting, period. But when I get up from my computer chair, it doesn't hurt. It's only when I'm in the car, not my truck, only in your car, or I'm sitting with my knee bent.
I don't know. You're
or
complaining a lot about it when we were walking around.
Or when I'm asleep. When?
When we got to Lowe's.
Possibly. Well,
anyway, so we had a fun adventure this week. So our tube going to our septic tank got clogged, and we had to get well, first off, I was like, I can fix it because that's just who I am as a person. And so I got this snake from Walmart. It was 25 feet, and I was like, that should be enough.
Little cheapy snake.
Cheap. It worked.
Because wifey likes to get cheap things.
That was the longest one, and I was like, I need a longest one, so I got it.
A heavy duty one.
Yeah, well, anyway, so the heavy duty one was awesome because it was like motorized and
she skipped a lot. So we attempted it, ended up breaking because the whole fucking thing came out, the one that we bought. So then we tried to use a water hose because the plumber guy, I think, septic guy said to try a water hose and just turn it on and it will possibly blow whatever's in there. That didn't work. So then we tried it like 2 or 3 times. We're like, well, I guess we got to call a plumber. So we scheduled one. He came today, and he had apparently this like super heavy. I was asleep. He had this heavy duty.
It was like a half an inch
snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like half an inch
thick. You weren't even awake.
This is what you told me. I'm going on what you told me. Half an inch thick, and it was motorized, like she said, and he put it in there, and she said it fought him a little bit, but he ended up getting it out. So we don't even know what it was, but he said sometimes, because it was just like, I mean, it's 4-inch
PVC pipe,
and there wasn't a top on it. I guess it broke or something. I thought there was a top on it when we first moved in, unless it was buried. I don't know. But with the rain and everything, it probably just got unburied. But anyway, so something could have easily crawled down in there. So that's the only thing we can think of. Because, I mean, it wasn't – there was toilet paper coming up, but it's like it wasn't going anywhere. And there's no way the toilet paper can get lodged in there. It's not like we, like, freaking use the restroom every 2 minutes. So it had to be something crawled in there and just got stuck and then probably died.
Suicide. He wanted to die by suicide.
Yeah, die by suicide in a nasty septic tank pipeline. But yeah, it ended up getting cleared.
In the crapper.
Yeah. But it sucks. It was like freaking $2.95 and a guy was here for like 5 minutes apparently.
He was like here, like he spent more time trying to get his iPad to work so I could pay than he did
doing the job. That's kind of
entire job. And I was like, wow.
This and he's like, really $2.95? He's like, yeah, that's a base pay apparently. So
yeah. So if he had to be here longer or something, like over an hour, if it took longer than an hour, he wouldn't be here. And he's like, yeah, this looks easy enough. And I'm like, sorry, I'm trying to bend it. But
well, at least we got that because it was just like sucky having that clogged for like the past it's been like 4 days or something.
I think it got clogged with like Friday.
Yeah, so it's been clogged since then, but we finally got it taken care of. Sorry to give y'all our house business and
everybody wants to hear this though. This is super important.
So yeah, if you get a clog, if you get a heavy duty like industrial sized snake that's motorized, you can probably get anything unclogged. So we probably need to invest in getting one of those ourselves. And
that's his phone, which he should have turned off.
Usually is off, and then I always forget to turn it back on. So, bam, it's done. So yeah, but that's our venture for the week. My jacked up knee now. Oh, I didn't get to finish my damn story because wifey cut me off. Anyway, the ending of the story was I was talking to my brother, and he's the one who said that I need to go get my knee checked out because he had an injury that happened like 10 years ago. And it just started bothering. I mean, now this is like 20 years ago. It just started bothering him, but it was like a 10-year difference. And he had to end up going to the doctor for it. And it turns out he ended up splitting a disc or separating a disc or something with a disc in his back. And it was 2 of them. And he even realized it playing basketball. So now my knee giving me this much problem, I probably need to go in and get it checked out, which I need to do a doctor's appointment tomorrow, which I was supposed to do today. But anyway, so my name is Lur.
It's like anime. Like I was watching Naruto, and I just love that. Like they'll start the story, and then halfway through the whole episode,
that's the way you gotta do it.
They play the entrance song, and I'm like, wait, it's like 15 minutes into the movie.
That's the way you gotta do it. Sometimes you gotta switch it up every now and again, you know. But yeah, that's our little adventure.
The adventure of the week.
I'm sad because I can't get around, and I'm only 37 years old.
Only.
I'm bet when I get up now, it's gonna bother me too because the way my knee is. Because I don't want to move it too much.
Put it up on that chair.
No, that's the thing. Having it straight like that is what's messing it up. I need to have it bent.
It is bent.
No, like more bent. But I don't want to take off the things. But anyway. So, to get into the steak and potatoes. Potatoes.
What?
We saw a super good movie today.
Yes. I always choose good movies, whether you like it or not.
That is not true.
We did The Conjuring.
Conjuring They.
This is like my all-time favorite movie. I've like watched it 100 times at least.
Like it doesn't really have like scariness to it, but it's just the fact that it's like based on a true story.
It's based on a true story, and like it's just I don't know. It's good.
It's good. Like I'm not saying it's just not like super jumpy. I jumped a lot on Smile.
That one was scary.
Yeah, that one is a little. That's
the one where the sister knocked on their thing.
Don't tell people. Don't tell them. I mean, we could also do a one on that one and be like, all right, go see Smile. But that one, Smile was really good.
I enjoyed it.
So if y'all haven't seen it, go check it out. But anyway.
All right, let's get into it. The Conjuring.
Can I have my job, please? Thanks.
You never want to do your job in general.
Rude. All right, so The Conjuring 2013, hour and 52 minutes. Ow. Let's see. We got a 7.5 out of 10 on IMDb. Ooh. 86% on Rotten Potatoes. Look at that.
Look at it. Did pretty good.
And 84% on Just Watch, whatever the fuck that is. Ooh. 89% of Google users like this movie.
Yeah, they
add
did.
to it too. Oh, that just made it 90. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, it would be funny.
It's still 89%. So, in the synopsis,
Penis, peni.
in 1970, paranormal investigators and demonologist Lorraine Vera Farmiga, that's interesting, and Ed Warren Patrick Wilson are summoned to the home of Caroline, Lily Taylor, and Roger. Oh, never mind. Ron Livingston. I saw Roger and I was like, oh, Ron. But I thought it was Raj at first. I'm an idiot.
Well, she calls him
Perrin.
Raj.
The Perrins and their 5 daughters have recently moved into a secluded farmhouse where a supernatural presence has made itself known. No. Back up.
That's a shot. That's a shot.
That's a shot. He was trying to. I have a little thingy on my leg with my knee, and he's like almost knocked it off. Anyway, where was I? The parents and their 5 daughters recently moved into a secluded farmhouse where a supernatural presence has made itself known. Though the manifestations are relatively benign at first, events start escalating in horrifying fashion. Horrifying fashion. I thought I said that wrong. Especially after Warrens discover the house's macabre history.
Macabre.
That's interesting. Release date is July 19th, 2013. Director is James Wan. Oh, wow. Box office, $319.5 million dollars. So we have Vera Farmiga as Lorraine Warren. Oh, sorry. Timeout. This needs to be turned down.
Okay. Just keep on talking.
You got to hold it. Patrick Wilson as Ed Warren. What's going up to my thigh? Sterling Jurens as Judy Warren. Oh, wow. She is older now. Mm-hmm. That's the little girl from it. Good
Judy.
Lord.
This is like almost a decade ago.
We got Joseph Bishira as the that was
Drew.
No, that's
Brad.
the demon.
Yeah.
Bathsheba.
Bathsheba.
Yeah. And we got Shannon Kook as Drew Thompson. And then we got Joey King as Christine. And then the mom. I like how they did the mom last. That's fucked up. And we got Lily Taylor as Carolyn Perrin. I'm not going to go into everybody. So that's the main folks that they showed. But I want to know that picture. That's the same tree from that freaking movie, and I should have looked it up.
What movie are you talking about? You explained it terribly. It's like that movie with that thing, and I'm like, that's
I didn't say
great.
that thing. I said it was a demonic presence in the movie, and it was a guy with long hair, and he kept showing up in movies with black eyes and long hair and a white face with like a black suit on, and it was the little kids. He kept
The Conjuring 2.
No, he kept luring little kids to basically like possess them to
Slenderman.
No, babe. To basically kill like the whole family. And it was a known what's his name? Not Kevin Bacon. Oh, what's his name? What movie was he in? I can't even think of what movie he was in. But it turns out and she ends up killing this known actor. He's been in a lot of movies. She killed him with an axe and chopped him up in pieces, and there was drawings at the end because you don't actually
see
Stephanie? No. You don't actually see what happened, but it was just like mommy and daddy, and he chopped up the dad in little pieces, and then I can't remember what he did with the mom. I think she burned her or something like that. But it has that same freaking tree in it and that same pond. Like it's the damn near exact same house, it looks like. It looks like the same tree. We've seen it like multiple times together. I cannot believe you don't know what I'm talking about.
I just can't remember anybody chopping up their parents.
If I say the movie, you'd be like, oh yeah.
Probably. This is not a fun guessing game because I'm like, this sounds like a good movie.
We've seen it, but we've seen it like here.
Recently.
Not Cabin. It's not Cabin.
Cabin in the Woods?
No, it's not Cabin in the Woods. Crap. No, we need to look it up. I want to look it up at like towards the end or something. I'm going to try to do it while we're talking.
Anyway, so we can just go into the movie.
Yeah.
So the Conjuring universe, as everyone knows, is the scary universe with Ed and Lorraine Warren. There is some sort of connection. So if you actually look at the list of movies, like The Nun is the first one that technically happened in the sequence, which is actually not the first one that was released. But The Nun is where they are in this other country and there's a demon and all that fun stuff. So there's actually connection because in this movie we see during an exorcism.
I got it.
What is it?
Sinister.
Oh, Sinister 2.
No, I think it's Sinister, the first one. There's two of them. There's Sinister and Sinister 2, but it's Sinister where the one I'm talking about has that same freaking tree and the pond and lake in the background. But we got to see a picture of it.
I have to see a
picture. It looks exactly the same. But anyway, Sinister. That's the name of it. We've seen it multiple times together. Cannot believe you did not remember.
I was just thinking about that movie the other day, and I wanted to watch it again.
See, and do you not remember what happens or what?
I have a really bad memory. Like we're talking about movies, I'll be like, oh yeah, that did happen. Oh yeah.
And I have a bad memory.
I have like that's why I watch movies over and over again because like half the time I'll just forget the sequence or I'll forget what's happening.
I watch movies over and over again because the first time I usually miss a lot of shit or I don't understand what the hell's going on, so I want to watch it again.
Right. Anyway, so going back to what I was saying, so in The Conjuring, the exorcism was actually part of the French dude, Frenchie, in The Nun. And so that's where The Nun ties in because
The French dude? What French dude?
In the movie The Nun. The French dude who was taking the nun.
Oh, yeah, because in that exorcism, it's technically him.
Yeah, it's technically him. So that's where the connection is. But anyway, so we open up the movie, and we are in a lovely apartment with the lovely doll, Annabelle.
And with the two girls. The
two girls and
together or
no. So this is actually a real scenario, and I love this background because it's like all of it's true, but it's like they definitely elevate it to be more theatrical. Of course, they add something to it. So there was two girls and a boy. They all shared like this house or apartment kind of thing.
Apartment, probably.
They're all nurses or doctors in training, so they all have like the same schedule and shit. So they got this doll. And weird shit started happening, like the Warren said. And so what they were like, this is scary, blah, blah, blah. And it's a demon connected to the doll. Long story short. But the funny thing is, the dude, so the demon wanted to, it was getting more aggressive. And so that was like, it's almost transition into taking over human. But the funny thing is, in the actual story, it's not the girls that it's after the dude.
Oh, really?
And so the girls had more of a part in this rather than the guy, and the guy's just sitting there and he's like, oh. I think his name was Scott in real life.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
One of the guy. Well, because they made it seem like the presidents wanted to get one of the girls. I don't know which one, but probably the one with the black hair. She seems the more creepiest one.
Why is that?
She just looked freaking creepy and like she would let a demon in 100%. Like,
she's
you want to get inside me? Yeah, fuck yeah, demon.
I miss you.
I knew you would come back to me.
Oh my gosh, there is a movie that I think it's called Anna's Possession that is going to be on my list eventually, where it's a weird story where these people have been possessed in the past, but they are exorcised, and it's like an AA meeting for people who are exorcised.
I'm sure that's a thing, because I'm pretty sure that takes like a huge toll on them being possessed.
Yeah, they need support,
especially I know in Constantine, which that's going to be one of mine, probably because that's like a Halloween-ish one, right?
Whatever you want, babe.
All right, perfect.
We're doing a lot of back-to-back demon stuff.
And what's wrong with that? It's Halloween time. I know in that one, like the demon breaks some of the body parts.
Yeah, the whole.
So like, how does that work? Like, so if they break
Usually
it,
they die.
are they broken? Like,
yeah.
Or can the demon fix it? It's just.
I don't think it's like Deadpool.
I was like, what do you mean? I was like, oh,
it just regenerates.
Yeah, it just regenerates. So like some of that shit's like creepy. I know I saw one, I don't know what movie it was, but they like snap their neck, but they're still alive because they're
technically
possessed.
Dead.
But I think they're technically dead.
Possessed
so
by a demon.
That shit's fucking rough. Like I couldn't imagine that.
Oh, I need a shirt that says "Possessed by a Demon" just so people stop saying "Have a blessed day."
They'll probably still say "Have a blessed day," and you say "Have a Satan day."
Have a cursed one.
Have a possessed one. Ooh, that'd be scary.
I would like the little old lady at Target who says that to me. She would have a heart attack.
Probably, and then it'll be your fault.
All right.
But
so
anywho,
let's get back to the movie. So in this movie, I love a good movie, a good start to a movie, and my favorite start to all like any horror movie. I need a happy family moving into a house.
And that's exactly what happens,
right? I don't know why every single movie that starts with a happy family going into like some sort of haunted house or bullshit, I just thrive on those, and I really, really need that in a horror movie.
So you just like seeing a happy family get fucked.
The world's not perfect, and they need to know it.
This all happy-go-lucky family, like not even rich, or just super happy, and then bam, demonic possession.
Sacrifice.
Jeez Louise.
But so they're moving into this house, and they play a really awesome song. Do you remember what the song was? What's your name? What's your name?
Oh yeah.
Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
Who's his name? Is
rich like me?
Vampire or something like that? Zombie or something? I don't know.
Has he taken
It's a good song.
any time?
I don't know the song.
You just repeat what I fucking say.
I just like the song.
Anyway, yeah. Thanks to my dad who consistently listens to oldies. I prefer oldies to the top 40.
I prefer oldies compared to this new stupid shit they got coming out. Like, it's terrible. Like, I hate listening to the radio. But anywho,
back to the movie.
Yeah.
So everybody's happy-go-lucky. They're in this house. They're playing a very interesting game called Hide and Clap.
Hide and Clap.
Which is a constant theme throughout this movie.
Yeah, it is.
I've played hide and seek, but not hide and clap. And I feel like that's an interesting twist.
I think we're going to try it one of these days in this house and see what happens.
Oh my God, if we hear more than one type clap, that's going to be freaky.
Yeah, it's going to be a real freak because you're going to be blindfolded. So you're not even going to.
Why do I have to be blindfolded?
Or all of a sudden you're going to hear the clap like right in front of your face. And you're like,
what?
And it's obviously not going to be me because I'm not trying to lose the game. So good luck with that.
I like how you're dipping out. You're just going to be like, wait, was that two claps from different places?
You're like, babe, I'm getting possessed. I'm like, well, you had fun.
Loved you.
Loved you.
Write up those paper. So the first initial night in the house, it's okay. It's not too chaotic. It's just really chilly. There's an awful smell.
Awful smell, like rotten meat, which
and
is
then
a terrible smell.
All the clocks died at 3:07.
And then the mom getting bruised on
her leg.
Her leg is the first one.
And then Sadie died, which is the dog.
Oh, that's fine. I think that's the worst. Like, fuck the daughters, fuck the mom, the dog.
Fuck the dog?
No, the dog was killed.
Yeah, I know.
First.
Well, it didn't like barking dogs. Like, it's actually kind of proven, like, I think ghosts and demons don't like dogs, and so that's why they usually get rid of them.
And they don't like cats.
Cats are they're, what is it, gatekeepers of the underworld.
Yeah, they don't like cats. Dogs, I think they just bark too much.
Or cats will just stare at them.
No,
like,
cats will be like...
Like, when the cats are fucking staring at the corner of, like, the living room, I don't like that. Ugh.
Nope. Scary shit right there.
But Gordon's so cute. And so that's kind of the initial start of this. And then they were like, oh, it's just a coincidence. Like, all the clocks died and the dog died, which the dog didn't have a big part, but they got rid of that thing super fast.
Yeah, they did.
Like, we didn't hear about it. They did not have a funeral.
They didn't have a funeral. They weren't sad. It was just like, oh, dead dog. Toodles. That's a fucked up family. They deserved everything that happened to them.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, I don't know if like the 1970s family did the same thing, but the family in this movie, they deserved everything.
Great.
Everything.
It's very sad.
The dog was murdered and they had no funeral. At least have a funeral.
Maybe they just did. Maybe they buried the dog under the hanging tree.
That would have been the worst mistake. Because then that dog's probably going to hunt them and eat them for breakfast.
But they got this house from auction that is a fucking, like, big house.
And they didn't ask any questions. They didn't know where it came from. I would. Mm-hmm. They probably got it for cheap, too, I would assume.
Yeah, because it was at auction. But the thing that, like, really is the most interesting, it's a fucking house on a lake. It has its own fucking lake. Like, that's expensive. So they got this house for real cheap.
obviously because there was a cursed witch on there, or a witch that cursed the land.
There's like a sign on the front, not haunted.
Yeah. Not haunted. Welcome. Come on in.
Bienvenue.
And then, bam. Just kidding.
Oh, we can't like guarantee. We don't guarantee it's not haunted.
That's why it's like moving into a. That's why old houses freak me out too.
Love old houses.
Like this one. Well, this is not that old, but it's 1973, so it's around the time.
1972.
1973. Whereas around the time where all this stuff happened.
Yeah, but I like haunted houses, so it's totally fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Perron or whatever the
family.
Perron family.
I mean, they didn't like the hauntings, so I'm more like Drew.
Who's Drew?
The Asian kid who was helping out.
Oh, I don't think he liked it either, babe.
Yeah, that's his job. He liked it. He's just like, cool. Like
the cop didn't like it.
Cop did not like it.
He thought it was a draft.
He thought I think it was a draft. I'll take a guy with a gun any day.
I was like at the end, freaking, did that draft do that to your face? That's great.
Okay, cool.
Continue.
But yeah, let's continue. I need my notes. Even though I've seen this a million times. So the creepy things we already kind of listed. The music box is creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
I just like listed the hidden basement, which was closed off. I want to know why they closed the basement off.
Because a lady hung herself down there, babe.
Yeah, but when did they do that? Did the husband do it after the mom killed the kid?
I'm pretty sure it was. No, I don't think there was a husband involved in it. I think it was like
married.
Whole nother family came in there.
Yeah. Yeah, a whole nother family, and she killed him. But like the question is, why was it? So Rory's mom, the bigger lady, she
murdered Rory.
But is there a husband involved? If not, then she hung herself and killed herself. But my question is, who boarded it up?
When they showed a picture, I don't think there was a husband in the picture.
Right, there wasn't. So
there was not a husband.
Who boarded up the basement?
Probably the people that auctioned off the house. I would assume, because they only said it was a very earlier family, which is the witch family. It was them. There was her, the husband, and then their kid. And it was that other lady that moved in with Rory and his mom. I think that was it. At least that's all they said there.
Well, that really sucks because if the mom
But it was also from 1880 something, so there had to be another family that was in there.
1930s, that's when Rory was in there. So 1930s, Rory was in there.
But 1886 is when the witch and the husband was in there.
For sure. But then they even said like the land that they sold off, like somebody committed suicide, somebody like the kid drowned or something. The kid drowned
over there in the pond.
But that's just like, to me, I'm just questioning that because first, if Rory and his mom were the only two in the house, then like pretty much Rory was by himself. Like the family that's in the Perron family, they have 5 daughters, 2 adults. So like you had somebody with you the entire time. But Rory was by his fucking self and he had nobody to like be with him.
I mean, unless there was someone else, they just didn't emphasize that. Maybe
but when he got scared, he hid behind the little armoire.
So, yeah, it had to be just him and his mom then.
That sucks. I just kind of connected that. That's really sucks.
Yeah, that's terrible.
And then thinking...
Well, that means Rory wasn't a bad ghost. He was just whatever. Scared. He was just scared of everything that was happening. And I think he was trying to protect the little girl, not the
Well, yeah, that's why he kept
girl.
On trying to put her in the armoire. Because at 307, shit went down.
But also there was a demonic presence in there because when they played that clap game, the freaking...
Rory wanted to play too.
That wasn't Rory. Those were grown man hands. Or grown woman hands, whatever it was.
Like the demon.
Yeah, like whenever the mom was playing and she went to that closet, like that wasn't Rory hands.
I swear to God, those were Rory hands.
So that means, obviously, and there was a noose in there. So that's probably where the mom... I think that's probably where Rory was killed at. Because he would hide in there all the time. He was
sacrificed downstairs in the basement. He was stabbed.
Oh. So then why was there a noose in there?
Because Rory's mom hung herself.
So she hung herself...
in the basement.
But there was a noose that was in that closet that went down in the basement.
I just think it was just a coincidence. Like, I think the demon planted it. And then when she fell down to the bottom, then the noose hung the witch, and it turned slowly. Ah!
Let's see. Jesus. So many questions now. But anyway.
You can ask them. That's why we have a podcast.
Yeah, but no one's going to know.
So I literally was having to like write down all the children's names, and that was not easy. They have a lot.
They have 5. Yeah, that is a lot. I know
Uh,
April's one. Christine's one. Only because I just read Joey King's name, and her name is Christine in the movie.
So what did you say, Cindy? Did you say Cindy?
I said April.
So April,
Cindy's one, yes.
Christine, Cindy, 2 more.
Fuck if I know.
What did Joey King keep on saying? She's like, stop pulling
Oh,
my
Nancy.
name. Okay, and then the older one, they didn't say her name very often.
Gabriella.
Though that was truth or dare.
I don't know the
Andrea.
other. Oh, yeah, I would never guess that. I got 4 out of the 5.
You got 3 out of the 5 because I told
4
you.
out of the 5.
I
It
told
counts.
you, Cindy.
Damn it.
I told you, Cindy. So Cindy sleepwalks initially. So she obviously sleptwalked before.
She has, but they said it's been a really long time since she sleptwalked.
The kid's like 8.
Yeah, so she probably did it when she was like 2 or 3 or something, and then stopped.
So a 2 or 3-year-old sleepwalking, that's terrifying.
Yeah. And then she stopped for a while. Maybe it's been like 2 or 3 years or something.
But it's like, there's a picture of a girl wearing like a black wig, like a little girl wearing a black wig, and she looks like The Ring. And the mom was like, I almost kicked the shit out of my kid because she scared the shit out of me. I'm like, yes, that's the proper reaction to that.
If you're trying to scare someone, you better be prepared to get hurt. So, yeah.
So my question to you is, if you were sleeping and your leg got pulled.
I haven't had my leg pulled, but I had a whole bed shake.
Well, it's still terrifying. But if you had
But
your leg
if I had
pulled,
my leg pulled, I'll be freaking the fuck out. Like,
would you wake up the first time?
It depends.
No. You would.
I mean, I might not even feel it. But if I'm drunk, no. But if I'm sober, I would definitely feel it, and I would jump the fuck up. Like, I wouldn't be acting.
So if
like
I just randomly
Christine,
snuck around and just yanked your leg,
obviously you would have to yank my leg and then jump back in the bed really quick, which I would feel you laying in the bed. So
or just drop to the floor.
unless you did it softly and I didn't hear the bang, then okay.
Ninja.
I would freak out if my leg got pulled.
So the first time or the second time?
Well,
Because when you sleep and sometimes you get those falling dreams and you wake up and jerk yourself.
yeah, but that's different. You're not you jerk yourself in the same position. You don't get like pulled down some. So it's like she was basically off her pillow because she got pulled 3 times total. The first one was like a little nudge. The second one was like a good little jerk, and then the third one, I mean, fucking thing like pulled her ass.
Yeah. Well, and it's
So I definitely the third one was the third one when she saw the thing by the door, or was that the second one? Yeah, that was the third one. That was the third
So
one.
yeah, so the first one was just like she woke up, she's like, stop, and they smelled something, stop
Yeah,
farting.
and
then let's go to the second round, like a different night where she gets pulled and she wakes up and then she sees.
That's when she sees a thing in the corner.
That freaks me out a little bit, the wording of it, because what she says, so she's like freaking out and she sees it, and Nancy finally wakes up and she's like, there's nobody here, but she's like, someone's in the corner. But instead of saying someone's looking at us, she says it's staring at us. It's.
Yeah, because she can obviously see that it's not like a human being.
But it's like, we can't even see it. I couldn't even see anything in the corner, which pisses me off because I want to see it. I want to know what she was seeing. So, but that gives me chills. Like going from someone's staring at us. It's right behind you.
Right behind.
It's like, oh, that changing it from a personified
Inhuman.
like personified entity to a non-personified entity. That bothers me a lot.
She can just tell the difference between a human and something that is not human.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is Arrow a human?
He is.
You failed.
He is. He's our son. I was going to say daughter.
Oh,
Those are our daughters.
Gender's a construct.
And he's passed out on my leg.
He loves you. Okay, cool. So we kind of start getting into the more nitty gritty of shit happening around the house. Like the house is still constantly cold. My thing is pretty much every fucking room has a goddamn fireplace.
But that wouldn't help because I think it's that cold. It's probably like 20s because they were like blowing. It was like
But a fireplace
steam or whatever coming out of their mouth.
Fire. And
the demon would obviously put it out, babe.
maybe not. Maybe it was just cold. Maybe Bathsheba was chilly and she was like, bitches be cold. I need a shirt that says that.
The demon made the house cold, babe.
Maybe or maybe not.
So you meant to say maybe it was hot and it made the house cold.
No.
That would be better. Not saying maybe the demon
Maybe
was cold.
Satan made it cold in her room, and then she's just really pissed off because she's freezing, and nobody's turning up the heat.
No, the mom said she turned up the heat.
But nothing's happening, so she maybe needs a flame.
Maybe, but they didn't get a flame. Yeah, that is funny. They have the dad also was working, so he didn't have time to chop wood.
Well, they have like children. That's what children are for.
Yeah, and the oldest one is like
15.
15.
I chopped wood for my grandma when I was like 12.
Yeah, well, babe, you're not your typical like woman. You're,
Finish your sentence, maybe?
I can't think of the word. You're a tomboy. That's the better word, I guess.
Okay.
You like know how to do things like that. These girls are like girls, they're.
So I'm not a girl?
They have dolls and things.
I had dolls, but I'd rip their heads off.
Exactly my point.
I put them on my fingers.
Exactly my point. So you're psychotic. Got it.
Probably.
Y'all heard it first.
Heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
Probably going to die.
She would rip dolls' heads off.
So another common theme in this movie is that like at 3:07 in the morning, like everybody's up. Like when do y'all sleep?
No, the mom would be up and the dad sometimes.
But dad was asleep on his desk, but then he woke up and would.
Well, like the kids would be asleep.
The kids would be asleep, but I'm talking like the adults because the dad was asleep, but then he got up and then he like doors were slamming and then he would run around.
Well, remember the mom was getting banged by a demon, so
she was getting banged by a demon. You said it was Rory.
Actually, she wasn't because the demon is a girl, so
she can still get banged by a girl.
Well, a strap on, yeah.
Pegging.
Strap on, I guess. No, I think it was more of like munching action.
Yeah, well, I can get into that in a second, but like the mom would be folding laundry. Like Ed and Lorraine Warren were like I get it. They were studying up on the house, and so they stayed up late. But I get sleepy at 10.
Babe, people stay awake. You're the only rare breed who goes to bed at fucking 7 p.m. every day. So
I enjoy sleep a lot.
You shouldn't.
Why?
Because terrible things happen in sleep. Hints.
Hints?
Yeah. What did I tell you yesterday? Seriously?
Death? Oh, yes. Never mind.
Good Lord. Yes.
Sorry.
That's like the
you said that
second
to me today.
person that I've known that went out in their sleep. So that's why I don't like sleeping that often.
I just love sleeping.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't. Especially
I just
with
feel
that
like I
bad
like
heart
feeling
right
warm, and I just like having a TV on, and then I
Well,
drift
just
off
make
to
sure you wake
sleep.
up every day. Okay.
I'm gonna really try to do that for you, babe.
Okay. All
No
right.
guarantees.
Deal.
Okay, so you were talking about the mom getting munched on. Actually, back in history of witches, there is something called a witch's teat, which is what Satan would feed off of you. So, like demons or the such, like you would have marks on your body. And so when the Salem witch trials were happening, the townsfolk or the jury, judges, doctors, whatever, would look over the accused body, and if they would find like a random like mole or bruise or something that was out of the ordinary, they would call that the witch's teat, and Satan would feed off of you from it. So that's what the bruises were.
What do you mean feed off of you? Like off of
Like
your...
they get the energy, get their energy.
Like your soul?
Sure.
But,
Isn't that
she just had bruises. She didn't
She had
have,
bruises all over her body.
all over. Even that one that, like, just showed up on her arm where she actually got possessed, that was gross.
Like when her hand grabbing. That's like, I read a lot of books about hauntings, and that I feel like scratches are one thing. I'm like, okay, whatever. But if something grabs you so tight that it bruises, that's like a different level.
I think hers was more so like burns, because like when it went like this, you heard sizzling sound.
Maybe.
So I think it was like, I don't know how like the whole demon possession, like a demon grabbing you. I don't know if they're like super hot or something. Maybe that's why it's always cold, because demons are like hot. Maybe, I don't know.
That
it was like
girl
it was
is
like a
on fire.
sizzling sound when it was grabbing her arm. So I don't know if it was like that hard of a squeeze or if it was just a burn.
Possibly.
Or both in a way.
But I've like read things where like somebody got grabbed so hard it was a bruise.
That would like break their arm.
Not necessarily. I bruise easily.
Because you're a pansy.
What am I, a tomboy or a pansy? You can't have both. Fuck off, man. Okay, so after all this fun shit, actually, before we move on to that part, you said something fun.
What did I say?
What did I say? In that type of house, something would be living in the walls.
Oh, yeah.
I want you to elaborate on what you meant by that.
Well, a house that will, for one, probably no telling when someone's lived in there. I don't know how long it was on the auction.
So are you talking about like animals, or are you talking about people?
No, a person that would turn into a thing because they've been living in the walls so long. They haven't seen sunlight. It's like that.
The boy.
It's like that movie. Well, is it a movie? Yeah, it's a movie. I think it's a.
Boy.
Well, it's kind of like the episode on American Dad when they went to that cave and it's like humans went into this cave and they like hadn't seen sunlight in freaking ages because they got lost in this. What do you call it? Like not circuit, but lost
Tavern system.
Yeah, like tavern system, and they couldn't make it back out to the daylight, so they end up evolving into this night-seeing, flesh-eating it. So it's kind of like that. If you live in darkness for so long, you adapt. They obviously don't get that often. They don't get like a steak meal every day. They don't get to eat chicken. So what do they eat? Fucking nasty shit, and they...
Well, you know, there's actually in a cave system, like there's a deep dark cave that there's zero light, and there's these fish that have evolved to have no eyes.
Exactly, because they don't need them. They can't see anything.
Isn't that crazy?
They can't see shit.
Evolution
so, yeah.
at your greatest.
But I guarantee, like their other senses, like their what I don't know. Fish don't have radar, but whatever the hell they sense with, I'm sure it works exceptionally well.
Yeah.
So like if you hit the water, they'll probably like know and be like, nope, not going that way type thing.
I'm gonna eat.
Or that, depending on because they can probably tell like the ripples that it comes off, like how big it is, which is insane.
That's what like sonar is.
Yeah, that's
bats.
fucking crazy.
Like even this guy, this blind guy who I don't remember his name, but he was teaching himself sonar. So he would walk around without a cane and he would go, and then he could
hear the waves coming off and
back
stuff.
at him, and I was like, that's really cool.
That's dope.
So that's like superhero
Adaptation.
I think that's the new Daredevil.
Probably.
So then this is when Carolyn Perrin goes and gets Ed and Lorraine Warren. And as soon as Lorraine walks in, she's like, oh shit.
When? This is when she,
First
after
visited.
the burn.
So
first
this
visited?
when they first got there, before they like.
Oh, we're going way back to that. Oh,
We're not going way back. This is just how it was. There's a lot of shit that went down. Okay, I'm just going down
halfway through already.
We're more than halfway through. So they have like a dark entity attached to them, and then Roger's like. He says a little bit later, I was skeptical at first because it's just shit that's happening around the house, and he's just like, oh, he just doesn't participate like the mom does, which is kind of like how dads are.
Talk about the husband, yeah.
Roger, yeah. And so he was like, yeah, the door kept on closing and it would hit it 3 times. And they're like, that's insult to the Trinity.
It's an insult to the Trinity because it's Holy Ghost something and something. I can't remember
Father,
what he
Son,
said.
and Holy Spirit.
I think so. Is it?
Yes.
Possibly.
I'm telling you.
Well, you could be wrong. I don't know. You're wrong sometimes.
Never. So they go around and they're convinced pretty much instantly that, hey, this is a demon. We need to get an exorcism. And I was literally trying to look up while this movie was going how to do an exorcism. And it's very simple, but
It is?
yeah, well, first they need to, takes time and they need to investigate and get proof, which in itself could take a lot of time. But
Oh, you're talking about in the movie or real life?
in real life.
Oh.
So it's very true. You do need evidence because it does need to get approved by the Catholic Church, and most of the times it's from the Vatican. So you do have to go through proper channels. But if a priest is like, yo, Pope, this is like an
legit,
like
needs
this
to
is
happen.
legit, we need to do it, then it can be like kind of rushed.
Well, that's
rushed
what
ordered.
that one priest was saying. He
So-
can speed it up.
But
even though it ends up being
literally,
too late.
like the steps were super simple. Bind the victim. Read the
Certain scripture.
Yeah, read these scriptures. Repeat. That was pretty much it. And I was
Doesn't mean it's gonna work, but
I was like, cool.
so I wonder how often freaking exorcisms happen then.
We can look it up really quick.
Because I know this shit is legit and shit does happen in real life. And obviously we're not going to hear about it on the news because, it's the news. So
Not as many as before because
you're not going to hear about a freaking
Oh.
demonic possession on the news.
Huh. Do.
Watch it be like 1 million a year. Be like,
Oh my God, that'd
holy
be crazy.
shit. 10 trillion.
So it's just listing out different ones, like different places. So here, I'll just
Did you
count
say how many a year? How many exorcism a year? It should have something. But then there's probably not actually because like I just said, it's not going to be on the news. So it's probably not actually.
There
I
has
wouldn't
to be
say
some
proof,
sort of
but-
number.
Well, it's like unknown. We're probably not going to get a close to accurate
Oh.
number.
You can take if you become a priest, you can take a exorcism course in the Vatican.
Look at that. See, I know it's a real thing. Like,
Yeah, it is. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24,
what are you counting?
25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 29. They're just cases of exorcisms that were happening around. And I was going to read all of it
How many years was that, though?
last year.
Oh, the last year?
Mm-hmm. But other than that, it doesn't really give me a good number.
Yeah. So it's
around 29, probably more than that.
it's more than that. It has to be more than that. There's so many people in this world. There's no way it's only 29. No way. So that's pretty crazy. But yeah.
But so this is when things get a little bit worse. And they feel better. Ed and Lorraine are here. Everything's hunky-dory, even though shit's happening around the house. But they have people witnessing it and actively helping them. And so the straw that broke the camel's back was when Nancy got her hair pulled and she was whipped around the fucking room and they had to cut her hair or else it wouldn't let go.
Was that after the mom was possessed or before?
This was,
I thought that was after.
oh yeah, that was after.
Because that's when Lorraine was outside putting the sheets, hanging up the sheets, and then she saw the figure when the sheet blew off. Then it went up to the house, which probably wasn't a coincidence.
And so then Nancy-
saw the, what do you call that demon name with a B?
Bathsheba.
Yeah, saw that. So then she was like, fuck, ran upstairs, goes into the room, and it already happened. She's already fucking possessed. And then catches her in the bathroom, and she's like, acts like nothing happened. And I think right after that, that's when all that shit went down. She's like, oh, I hear the kids coming home.
And then so she goes downstairs, and then that's when they dip out from the house and they go to the hotel. But I don't know why they went to a hotel because like what Ed and Lorraine said, it's just going to follow you. So it's kind of
well, because I think they. Wait, so when did? Well, I think they left the house because they said that the mom is gonna like the mother. She possessed the mom to sacrifice the kids. So, but it has to be done in that house. So that's why they left the house. Because if they're in the house and they're already in the area where it can happen, and they can all be asleep, and then Freddy Krueger murder action.
Freddy Krueger murder action.
Yep, Freddy Krueger murder
action. Got it. Love that.
With scissors.
But he doesn't have scissors. He has like his hands.
No, they had scissors in the movie, babe.
So the thing is, they get to the hotel and the mom takes two of the kids, which is Christine and April, and
the not youngest, but second youngest, and then middle.
April is the youngest.
Oh yeah, damn it! I thought it was the brown hair one. Yeah, April's the youngest, and then the middle one.
Yeah, Christine is the middle one.
Yeah.
So she takes it back to the house, and she's literally about to sacrifice Christine.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, Joey
Luckily,
King.
the dad got there in the nick of time because he literally was grabbing her to not stab the daughter in the heart.
Which is great. I'm glad you collected
eyeball
her.
Or neck, wherever the fuck she was going to stab her. I don't
Probably
know.
like vital organs.
Probably just all over. Probably 50 million times.
Murder action.
Freddy Krueger murder action. Stab, stab, stab. But times 30.
But then, oh my God. So then they rescue the kid, and now they're like working on performing the exorcism. The priest is not going to make it in time, so Mr. Ed has to do it.
Mr. Ed has to do it. A lot of pressure. No pressure.
No pressure, Ed.
No pressure, Ed. No pressure. First time doing it? Oh, you do great.
You got it.
No pressure.
You know Latin.
Fuck, I would have been flipping the fuck out. Like
his eyes were like scared.
I would have been like, I feel his like, shit, this is about to happen like right now. I need to do this right now.
I could see like you or myself sitting there trying to read in Latin. What does it say?
Can you help me?
Demon, come here.
Can you help
Latin.
me here?
What does it say? And like the demon looks at it, he's like, oh, Dominican.
Yeah, and the demon's like, oh, I got you, fam.
Back to
says
screaming.
says like the complete opposite to like free the demon to like take over the world.
Oh my God. Got you, fam.
Yeah, got you, fam. I appreciate the help. Slaughter.
Freddy Krueger murder.
Freddy Krueger murder action.
I love that. So Drew is on a task to find fucking April.
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed.
I thought that she was in the closet hiding. I forgot that she was underneath the house, which how the fuck did she get underneath the house?
She was in between the floors.
Yeah, but the thing was, okay.
Because she
was that hole over there.
She got down the hole and she was.
Well, she went through the hole because they're already in the basement.
Yeah, so they went and she was.
That
just trying
makes
to
sense. I was like, this whole time I wondered how the fuck did she get underneath the house? Like I was like, that makes no sense to me. And then, even though later on you see the mom. Once Drew's dumbass, I found her. She's underneath the house.
She's under the kitchen.
Fucking idiot.
I'm so disappointed in him. He was so helpful, and
he
now
like
he's
he
just
ruined
like,
everything. He almost got that little girl murdered. Freddy Krueger murder action. So then I see the mom go through this same damn hole, and it did not click until you just said what you said. Never clicked. I've seen that movie. I don't know how many times. Never clicked.
Well, now you know.
Now I get it. So. Yeah, Drew yells out that freaking the mom hears it and is like, oh, runs through the hole, fucking dives through it like a champ.
She should be in like Olympics or something.
That demon should be in Olympics, 100%. Damn thing's like,
is it like demons
100 years
on
old.
the first place like platform, and she's like,
do I get a trophy? Like the mask.
thanks for this medal. I want to thank God. Fuck you, God.
Jeez Louise. So then
I want to thank Satan.
Mom catches up to the daughter, and
this is where it all goes down, and she has to dig deep.
Yeah, because they obviously the exorcism did not work, which I'm
he
doesn't work
he did his
a lot
best.
of time.
Good job, Ed. Snaps for you.
Yeah, but it's like this is a very powerful demon, obviously. So shaking the. The crazy thing too is that they're down in the basement, and the whole basement is shaking, but not upstairs.
I did not catch that.
You didn't? Because they showed it like 3 times. Like the house is like, or the basement is like this. Everything's shaking all over. The screws are coming out of the walls. But then you go upstairs with Drew looking for the daughter, and it's like silent, and nothing is moving.
That's really interesting.
Yeah. I was like, how is that? I just didn't say anything during the movie.
Maybe the foundation's real good.
Yeah. Maybe the foundation is pristine.
That 1868 like craftsmanship.
Yeah, craftsmanship is just fucking spot on. Maybe. But yeah, they showed it like 3 or 4 times and it was just like, I was like, that's weird. But yeah, so then.
And then Drew just like breaks apart the fucking flooring. Why didn't he like climb back?
Oh, that house is fucked. That daughter's not gonna go back into the room where this like her possessed mom is trying to.
Well, she already
Freddy Krueger murder her.
Freaking.
No, because this is when he first finds her when he's breaking it. He's like, "Oh, I found her."
And then the mom's like, "Yay!"
She was still by herself at the time.
She needed a kid.
Yeah, she did need a clue.
Sacrifice.
You know.
Sacrifices.
So. Yeah, then Ed and Lorraine puts her hand on her head to help her dig deep, and then you see this light coming down from the heavens, even though it's dark.
I was like, okay, that's a little cheesy, but okay.
Even though it's dark coming, I mean, obviously this woman's possessed by this powerful demon. Anything's possible. Obviously. So she has to dig deep and figure out what she wants to do with life, and she figures out that this demon can go fuck itself, and she throws it up, 2 middle fingers up to the sky, and she spits out this demon, which now the demon's out and about. You know, normally when a demon comes out, it goes into someone else. This one just sat in a pile of
it was Brad
goo on the ground, which was gross. So yeah, anyway, so then the mom is free. And I like how the little girl was like, "Oh, Mom, I love you again."
They're going to have a strange relationship.
They are.
Or she's going to repress
Or that little girl is just super smart and she knows that it obviously wasn't her mom.
But Christine is going to have a problem.
Christine?
Because she was the one that almost got killed.
Oh, yeah. That is true. Oh, yeah, it was almost Joey King. That's right. She's going to have terrible memories. But I think she knows it wasn't her mommy. Obviously, you can see by the face. It was like this. No, the face came out later when it was in the sheet. That's right. It was the mom's face then. Fuck. That's some shit right there.
I would be terrified.
I'd be like, that is terrifying.
Me.
So, yeah. And everybody lives happy ever after. Oh, we didn't even talk about the freaking what happened at Ed and Lorraine Warren's house.
Oh, my God. Okay, so we can backtrack. So
yeah, we can backtrack a little bit.
Ed and Lorraine's house has an amazing museum that I do want to go see eventually in my lifetime because it has stuff I want to touch.
Well, I'm talking about that.
Yeah.
The freaking
rocking chair.
No, yeah. Annabelle like woken up at their house.
No, the demon rescues, sets Annabelle free. And she's like brushing its hair in a rocking chair, which is terrifying.
Super terrifying.
And then
that's what that was?
Yeah.
I did not put that together either. Yeah. I did not know that was
because the Bathsheba.
I did not know that was that demon petting Annabelle's hair. I did not put that together.
And because like woman. They're talking about it. Oh, the demon already latched onto us. We need to like figure this out together. That's what she said.
Oh, so the demon latched on to them too. I didn't put that together either. Because I was wondering, I was like, how the fuck did this demon get to their house? It was latched on to that family in that house.
Because they visited, like, they went home. They went home, and then that's where it was. That like when it got there, and so it was there, and then it freaked out Judy, and then the rocking chair slammed into the thing.
Yeah, but I didn't know it was latched on to Ed and Lorraine Warren. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it says it in there.
That makes sense now. Okay. Damn, that's 2 fillers that got filled with extra filling.
Like a donut.
Like a... Have y'all seen... it has Ryan Reynolds in it. Have y'all seen... that actually... That's going to be my next movie. I already know. Fuck, it can't be a next. I have to wait until after October. But that's going to be my next movie.
No, we're actually going to be out of October next episode.
Okay, perfect. That's my next movie. So, National Lampoon Van Wilder.
I've never seen it.
Fucking... What? Oh, my Lord. It's such a good movie. And it has Ryan Reynolds in it. Anyway, there's a scene in there where he's trying to get these frat boys back, and he has this freaking fat ass like bulldog or whatever the fuck it is, and apparently has like really big balls that hasn't like gotten it in a long time. So to get them back, he takes out all the filling from these pastries and fills it with his dog's semen and puts them in a big basket and gives it to this frat people. So when you said that, it reminded me of that scene. Oh, it's fucking gross. I'm not going to explain the whole scene to you, but it's so gross.
Why do you choose these terrible movies?
I can still, like, I haven't seen that movie in so long, but I've seen it so many times. Like, I can still see the whole
I thought you were going to say
scene
wait.
happening, like, right now. I didn't
Or
really
waiting.
like waiting. I wasn't a big fan of waiting.
Okay.
But anyway.
So we're back to the movie. What's your score?
Fucking 15.
This is my all-time favorite.
Like,
scary
I like
movie.
The Conjuring. I like that it's it's based on a real event. And I mean, there's
And you know
obviously
your
they
bitch
showed
here is researching that bullshit too.
huh?
I said your bitch here is researching that
Oh,
bullshit.
I thought you said I researched. I was like, no, I didn't. And I like how they show the families at the
Yeah,
end.
that
So
ties
that's
it
dope.
in.
And for y'all that don't know, there's actually a cameo of Lorraine Warren,
Yeah, I told
the
you
real
that.
one. Wifey told. I didn't even know this. She is in the. It's like 43.
44 minutes and 43 seconds.
Yeah, 44 minutes and 43 seconds. She's when Ed or whatever the actual actor's name is talking at the lecture. She's in the very front row, the oldest lady in the very front row. That's actually Lorraine Warren. So that's pretty fucking badass. Like they got her in there. So it's like a Stan Lee cameo, you know?
Yay.
R.I.P. Stan Lee and
Or M. Night
R.I.P. Lorraine.
Shyamalama Ding Dong.
Like Lorraine is passed, right?
Yep.
Okay. I was like, I gotta make sure because I'm like R.I.P. Lorraine. I'm like, wait,
Okay, just kidding. Sorry.
just kidding. My bad. But R.I.P. Lorraine Warren as well. Is Ed too?
He died.
Then yeah, he didn't. Wasn't it like a couple of years ago?
Yeah, a while ago.
Oh, a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like recent or
No,
something.
he passed away like 10 years ago, I think.
Oh, but way after Lorraine.
Before.
Oh, before.
2006.
Oh, geez. And what about Lorraine?
Oh, wait.
Obviously, hers was. Damn, she actually like stayed alive for a long time after him because this movie came out in 2013, and obviously she was in it. So.
Oh, crap. Never mind. That might. So, known for The Conjuring. So, Lorraine, born 1927, died April 18th, 2019.
Oh damn.
She was
Okay, so
92.
she was recent.
Yeah.
I knew one of them was recent. I couldn't remember which one.
Let me-
Okay, she was recent.
Give me 2 seconds. I need to update you because Lorraine.
Damn, she survived a long time after Ed.
So then Ed, 2006.
Okay, does it say why?
I think he had a heart attack.
Probably from a demon. The demon
Freddie
reached into
Freddy
his
Krueger killing.
reached into his body and just squeezed it.
Let me just double check. No.
That's fucking rough. I mean, they lived a long time. Like considering what they were doing, that's pretty hardcore. She was 92 years old, people. 92 years old, and she helped probably I don't know how many families, probably at least over 100 families, like with demonic possession. So that's pretty.
Yeah, I think it's a heart attack.
That's pretty good accomplishment there.
But yeah, definitely a 15 score for me.
Yep.
I love
Good
them.
movie. And
movie.
all of them are good. Like the only one, no, was there one that? No, I liked them all. The only one that like the Nun wasn't very scary.
The Nun was okay. I was expecting a different story, a different plot.
Yeah, but all the Conjurings are good. I like all the Conjurings.
Yeah, and they're making another one.
Yeah, isn't this The Devil Made Me Do It?
No, we already watched that one. New one.
We did?
Yeah, where that kid they're at a dog shelter and he gets possessed by the demon and he
They're
gets
at a dog shelter?
You'll have to watch it again. It's good. But let's go to our topic.
What is the topic?
Best and worst birthdays.
Oh, yeah. Bet we're already at an hour and 4 minutes. Holy crap.
We talked a lot.
Well, The Conjuring is a really good movie, so there's a lot to talk about. I mean, it's demonic possession. Jesus.
So
anyway, so best and worst birthdays.
You said you don't have a lot of bad birthdays. I have a lot of bad birthdays.
Yeah, so wifey can probably chime in more than I can. I didn't really have any bad birthdays. Like, I would say probably the only one that was a bad birthday for me was on my 21st birthday.
Oh, yeah.
My boy PC, that's weird, PC, but he doesn't listen to this, I don't think, but he knows who he is. He got hammered on my birthday, and I was sober. I was the DD. So
that happened to me once, too.
Yeah, on my 21st. It would have been better if it was like my 25th or 24th, but it was on my 21st birthday. He got super. I don't know why I didn't really drink. I don't know what happened. Maybe I wasn't. No, I wasn't like not eating meat then. So I don't know what it was, but I just didn't drink and he fucking went balls to the wall. So
that reminded me. Yeah. When I was a kid, I had a birthday party at a park and we rented out like the shelter thing that was there. And I invited everybody in my class, about 26 people. And everybody's like, yeah, we're coming. Guess how many people showed up?
One.
Hey,
look at me.
And it was really sad. And I was just sitting here and I'm like, nobody showed up. Awesome. And everybody said they would. And my mom made all this food and she got a big cake.
Damn.
She made a cake and I was like, cool. That was a shitty birthday.
That was a shitty birthday. 100%.
I have another one.
See, my thing is, I don't even remember when I was younger. So I don't know if my mom ever did like a surprise birthday party for me. If she ever like invited a bunch of kids. Like, I don't remember. I
remember one time I was like maybe 12 or 13. We were at Walmart and it was my birthday and my mom was like writing a check because she did that. And she was like, June 12th. What's June 12th? And she's like, oh my God, it's your birthday. And I'm like,
wow.
Yeah. That's
my mom, like, she's pretty damn good on remembering everybody's birthday. Like, she would always message me. At least back in the day, she'd be like, hey, it's so-and-so's birthday. Make sure you message them. Oh, hey, it's like this person's birthday. Make sure you message them type thing. Mm-hmm. So far that I remember, I don't think my mom has ever forgotten my birthday.
Yeah, shit happens. One of my better birthdays, I was in Korea at the time, and we went to this island called Moido, I think. Mm-hmm. But it's a really cool little island because on the island, they had these like little shelters you can go to and like stay in, and it has like a heated floor. And so we had like we had a shit ton of people go, and we rented out, like, they were $10 a night. We stayed only one night, and like we were just drinking, having fun. We weren't supposed to have a campfire, but we did. And like the funny thing is my friend and I, we were like tasked to get firewood, and it was just hilarious because nobody could break this huge ass log. And so my friend and I were just like, we're smart. Let's figure out how to like logically break this fucking log because we don't have like a hatchet or anything. Mm-hmm. And so we like wedged it in between two two huge boulders, and we like pushed it, and with like, I don't know, we broke it with science, and we brought it back, and we like broke down this huge log, and we're like, we broke it with science.
How the hell did y'all lodge it between two rocks and break it?
Because the rocks were close together, and we wedged it in between the rocks, and then we pushed it so it would snap.
I don't see how that works logically. Push the log?
Yeah,
like down? Or...
No, because it would be like there's two rocks here. Mm-hmm. So like there are two rocks here, right? They're like that. Right?
Yeah,
there's a space
I get that.
In between. We put the big branch in between these two rocks, and then we pushed it like this.
Oh, so I didn't know it was a big. I thought it was like a stump. So like a log like this, like that's thick.
No, it was like
and
a
you
fucking
put it
big
in
branch.
there. I was like, there's no fucking way you're gonna break that. Okay, I get it now. Never mind.
Yeah. Anyway,
it was not what I was thinking. Excuse me.
It was like really fun, and I really enjoyed it. That was my best one.
I'm trying to. So I would say my best birthdays have been obviously with you.
Aww.
Because you like put an effort to like hardcore surprise me, and you've done it like every year.
Yay.
Because like the last one when we're in Dallas, you did it. She was like saying that, yeah, we're gonna go to brunch, and it's like, she's like, it's just gonna be you and I. Like, I hope, like I try to invite people, but they were saying they were busy, or you said some type of excuse, and I was like, that's fine, you know. And it was kind of crazy because the night before, like I got fucking hammered the night before. Went to bed and woke up at like whatever time we did. So I was still hungover. Like I still had alcohol in my system, probably 100%. And then we ended up going to Snooze AM in Dallas. And we pull up, and it was just funny because we happened to go around the way that these group of people were there. And I was already thinking in my head, no one's going to be there. So I wasn't really paying attention. And then wifey was like talking to me. She's like, huh, like, do you know those people? And I turned and looked, and I was like, holy shit. And I was like, what the? Because like, I wasn't even going to look at them at first. I was just like, it's probably people that are leaving or coming in, like whatever. And it turns out it was like, I don't know, 6 or 8 of my like really good friends there in Dallas. And we ended up going to brunch, and it was a grand old time like always.
Oh,
and then,
yeah, and afterward we did.
Yeah, and then we went axe throwing afterwards and whatever else. And then like here, this recent one, you know, it's kind of the same thing. Like we ended up going.
We got a massage.
Yeah, I got a couples massage. That was part of our anniversary because we had to do it on my birthday day instead of the day before on the 17th. And then she's like, whoa, you know, we can go to like, we haven't been to casino in a while because I just shut down casinos because they have not been good lately. And I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's just go to the casino. So we went there. And she's like, hey, all right, we need to leave. And I was like, all right, so obviously we must be meeting people, but I didn't know who. And I was like, all right, well, we'll leave after this. But I thought she also had a reservation, but the place we had it at, I was like, they don't have reservations.
Right.
So I was like, oh, okay. So then like we finished it, we dip out, and surprisingly they were dead, which was weird. But we get in, and it was just like, you know, a group of good friends there sitting at the table, and they're like, hey. So that was really dope. And then on top of that, which I thought that was it, you know. I thought that was, and she calls one of my other buddies, and C A, and she called. I always want to say V. She called C A, and it turns out she had like a little online Skype beer pong tournament like planned out for me too. And I talked to D F. He's the one that in the last tournament he knocked over the table with.
Oh, yeah.
Knocked over the table. Yeah. Really good fucking dude. He called me on my birthday. And I was talking to him for like 15 minutes. And he was saying that there was supposed to be a lot of people that were going to play. But like just people started dropping out because of like whatever reason. He said he was going to get on there. But his girl was asleep. And he didn't want to be sitting there bouncing the ball and waking her up. So that would have been dope if there was like more people. But I mean, either way, it was freaking fun. Like, I told wifey, I was like, I want to get drunk one of these days, and I got pretty fucking litty. Like, if I had to stop drinking, if I would drink anymore, I would have like started seeing 3 or 4 people.
So but you didn't even tell them what I got you for your birthday.
So 2 of the presents, 2, right? Yeah. 2 of the presents was she got like my favorite freaking movie and actor signed Mask, the Mask movie, like. Jim Carrey signed it, and it was a letter of authenticity in the back of it. And she like framed it as well. So that's freaking. I just need to hang it up somewhere. And it's like I want to hang it up, but then we're going to be moving next year, so I haven't hung it up yet. But anyway, it's next year, so I'm going to hang it up in my office. And then she got me this life-size Deadpool like portrait, I guess you would call it, or
a cardboard cutout
of him like. Turned around like doing like a little sexy look when grabbing his ass, and she put like a birthday hat on it, like super dope. So she got me those 2 things, and then like the surprise party beer pong thing. So I would say like my best birthday, because I don't really remember the other ones. Like maybe if something happened I might start to remember them, but nothing stands out to where it was like this fucking badass. So I need to do the same thing for wifey one of these years because I've been slacking hardcore. So hopefully the next time or next year sometime she will
plan ahead.
I am. Well, it's the thing we get to and it's like, oh, well, we don't have a lot of money and blah, 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 blah.
So if you plan ahead, you can conserve money.
I got to tell you, though. And I'm like, but we can't spend a lot of money because I got a plan for your birthday type thing.
Or just be like, hey, I have to grab some cash to pay somebody at work.
No, because I would want to do something like not here in the States, like fucking...
That'd be nice.
Somewhere.
All right, so those are our birthdays, best and worst. I've had a lot of shitty birthdays.
We'll say one more.
I already did like 4.
No, you didn't. You only did like 2.
Like,
Yeah, you said your mom didn't remember one. You said the people
it
didn't
wasn't
show up
my
at your
birthday, but it was my sister's, and something shitty happened to me.
Okay.
My brother was a dick, and so my sister, she was like sitting there, like blowing out her candles or something, and I was like looking in a mirror, and my brother smashed the mirror into my face, and my nose was bleeding.
Jesus.
That was fun.
Yeah, you told me a lot of like terrible stories about your brother, but you said at the end,
He
obviously
tried.
her brother passed away
2019.
2019. Yeah, the year we got married. Jesus. 2019. So like she told me at the end he was like trying to be a good brother to her, but she told me a lot of stories.
2020. He passed away 2020.
Oh, okay. I was
Sorry.
like, I don't think that was on our birthday year or birthday year.
Married
Well, technically that's right. But so she told me a lot of like terrible things he did. So I'm glad he was trying at the end, because that would be a very crappy like memory to have, you know.
I mean, it is. There's a shit ton of crappy memories, but he didn't bother me as much as my sister because I wasn't as annoying.
So
right.
yeah, those are. Sorry, I didn't have too many. I mean, I honestly don't remember my childhood at all, and people tell me either my childhood was very traumatizing to where I don't remember it, or I just had a really good childhood and that's why I don't remember it. So I don't know really which one it is.
It's probably a really good one.
The only thing that really bad happened when I was younger was my dad leaving when I was 5. But other than that, I mean, I don't think there was really anything that was like too crazy that would make me forget. So I want to say it was just a good childhood. So I don't really remember anything. It's like bits and pieces of like something reminds me of it. Then I can remember, but other than that, I don't remember a fucking thing. So, yeah.
All right. Well, that is our show, folks.
Little long, sorry, but when we're
good.
talking about demonic shit and good movies like that, there's a lot to talk about, and we veer off subject a lot because we can compare it to other things.
So, guess what's next episode?
We're not qualified.
Yes, that's true. So we do need your stories. It could be spooky stories. It could be advice questions.
Hopefully spooky stories or spooky advice stories would be great because we're in the Hollywood theme.
Hollywood theme?
Halloween theme.
Confession stories, anything you can send up, and we will use them because it's fun. I like fun stories.
Yep, I like fun stories.
So you can reach us at inforthenightpodcast.com, and you can go to the contact us button. You can do it there. You can also send us an email directly at inforthenight69@gmail.com, and you can email us there. Just say advice or confession. We're not qualified as in the subject. Definitely any of those. We would appreciate it. Also on our website, you can see our merch page as well as Patreon. If you really love us, you can definitely start giving us, become a donator, not giving us donators, becoming a donor, and we can get money and pay the puppies because they work so hard.
They are sweet little hearts. And yeah, that is for giving them
a better life,
better treats. And sexy treats and all the treats because they love treats. I said treats 15,000 times.
Because they're fucking fat.
So yeah, that will be for them, and we'll do videos of it like we said we'll do and send them to y'all or put them on the Patreon page of them enjoying the treat that y'all donated for them.
Yes. So thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate it. We hope we gave you a reason to stay in for the night. And until next time, my peeps, peace out.